Welcome to a special moment on the college football calendar, the SEC Championship Game, the original conference championship game with a long history of classic moments and legendary performances. Supremacy in the SEC at stake here. It's the Georgia Bulldogs against the Texas Longhorns. Great to welcome in Holly Roman, reporting from the sidelines. Holly?
Guys, I have checked in with the Bulldogs head coach. His message to his team was, this is much more than just a top 15 matchup. He understands that whoever wins this game has a chance to shape the playoff bracket. And while they don't want to keep their eyes on that big prize and take it one play at a time, he wants his team to know what's on the line here today. Back to you.
All right, thanks, Holly. Good stuff. The kickoff team is out there, and here we go. A conference championship on the line right now. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. It's a heavy blitz look here. Let's see if they bring the house. Gives it to the back. Gets the first and still running. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39.
That is way too easy. This defense has got to adjust on first down. You've got to get up there and stop the run. If you can just hand the football off on first down and get first downs, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
To throw, it's Stockton. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, and he dives to make a beautiful catch there.
Big completion like that early in the game is huge for the quarterback's confidence. Now you feel like you can do that over and over and over again. This play caller needs to start putting the ball in his hands now. You build the momentum through a completion like that. You got to utilize it. Go back to that well.
Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Well, we knew this was going to be a key for this defense. They had to impact the quarterback, make him feel you in that pass rush, and they're able to get to him and hit him as he throws. That play right there, that'll pay dividends the rest of the game.
Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
When we talk with these coaches, they talk about the key for the defensive lineman, in particular in the middle of that line, is block destruction. Look at him get off the block, and he's able to make a play, this time in the backfield.
Big moment on the opening drive. They face 3rd down. The DB's backing off from the line now. Quick throw, testing the middle. Oh, he makes the catch. They make the tackle, but this offense now in scoring position. 1st down to the 32.
And there's that connection that we've been expecting to see. That's something on film that really showed up, is this timing of the quarterback and wide receiver. And they haven't really established it yet today until here on 3rd down. That's a good job. Maybe it gets them going here a little bit for the future. This defense has got to play better up front, in particular on 1st down. This offense continues to just gain yards on 1st down, churning out 4, 5, 6 yards, and staying out of obvious passing situations. This defensive line has got to start winning their one-on-one blocks up front.
And he's brought down, but not before he gets 1st down yardage.
Boy, I really love the rhythm that this offensive line is in. Staying out of 3rd down, being able to run the football here. Nice job by the running back and the offensive line, moving the line of scrimmage and moving the chains. This offense is going to continue to build on this success. Now, after running the football on 2nd, you can start to get to the play-action pass. I really love what they're doing here. Chris, I think they need to change the look up here defensively on 1st down. With 2 safeties back, it's just too easy to gain yards on the ground. They're giving them a free 4, 5, 6 yards every single time. That's keeping them out of passing situations, and you can't get your pass rush going. They need to adjust.
Tackle made, but the gain moves the ball to the 8. Gone, tussle to the line to run the hurry up. 1st and goal, they'll try to run it in. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss on the play.
This is exactly what pops up on film in preparing for this defense. His recognition, getting into the backfield, stopping plays before they ever get started. Look how fast he recognizes what's going on and then his instincts to go make the tackle.
Second and goal play, spot the ball at the 9. Looking for 6. Touchdown, Bulldogs. They go to the air to reach the end zone. Now the try here for the extra point. BAT is good. They jump in front, 7-0. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. To the air, it's Manning. Quick throw, misses his mark there, incomplete.
You know, this is such good defense. Even if he catches this, I don't think he's getting much. It's thrown fairly short. Defense is there. Incomplete. Seems kind of nondescript.
So 2nd and 10 from the 25. Important to get something here to avoid that tough 3rd and long situation. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Catch made down the left side. An explosive play. They make the stop after a huge play. Moves the ball to the 35. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. First down. Looking to throw the football. Nowhere to go. That ball knocked loose. Looks like the defense has it for a takeaway.
This was a concern for this offense the entire week. This pass rush is very good. And with the quarterback's eyes down the field, he's not protecting the football. That is a beautiful job by this defensive line, getting home and getting the ball out. First down for their offense.
Now the first play of the drive, they'll begin at the 38. Gonna run it. It's Phillips. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
Well, the key to 3rd down success is being good on first down. And here the defense does a great job on first down, bowing up and stopping the run. And that's the key to this thing. If you can create long yardage situations, now they have to throw the football, and that pass rush can start getting after it.
2nd down, we're going to throw it. The tight end's got it on the quarterback. Tackle made after a big gain. Here's a 1st and 10 play. One man to the backfield, and he'll get the football. And he's swallowed up at the line. Could not get past that big defensive tackle.
I've always been a big believer that you build defenses front to back and inside out. There is nowhere to go in the middle of this field right now. They're doing a great job of not allowing that offensive line to gain traction at the line of scrimmage. It's a beautiful stop right there. Really nowhere to go in the middle.
Here comes the bunch formation. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain. After the run, there's a man down, injured on the field. It's their junior running back. It's a concern. Ollie will try to get an update soon. Nothing going with the running game on those 2 plays. Now it's 3rd down and 10. To the air, it's Stockton. Looks to the left, pass caught. They make the tackle, but that's enough to set him up first down at the 15. This Georgia offense is moving quickly down the field. It's Georgia on top right now. And at the end of the first quarter, let's check out the stats so far.
Georgia 7, Texas 0.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. He's looking to throw. Launching one to the end zone. And the pass is incomplete just across the goal line.
Chris, this is a risky throw. You're trying to get that ball into tight coverage in the end zone. Boy, the last thing you want here is a turnover. In my mind, in this situation, it is touchdown, check down. If you don't have that guy open, you got to check the ball down.
Secondary up now, trying to jam these receivers. And now they'll run it on the draw. Clean to the end zone. And he could not be stopped. Touchdown, Georgia.
Chris, this group is so good. You give them just a little bit of momentum, they're going to take it, they're going to use it to build a big lead, and that's what they've done. And now this is a precarious situation. Unless you get a score going the opposite direction, this one could get out of hand.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. Last possession, they fumbled it away, and it set up a touchdown drive. Can they bounce back from that right away? Dropping back, it's Manning. Looks right, lets it fly. That one is incomplete. Took a downfield shot on first down, but missed it.
Your quarterback's out there. When you're throwing the football down the field, you cannot let your eyes track the ball. You've got to keep your eyes on the target. Like shooting a three-pointer, you keep your eyes on the rim. If you keep your eyes on the target, that ball is going to fall perfectly into place. A lot of times when your eyes go up, you tend to overthrow it like we see here.
Nowhere to run up the middle.
This has always been a pet peeve of mine from a quarterback perspective is these nondescript run plays against what is clearly a run-oriented defense. You've got to have the opportunity to go play action, create some sort of little RPO, give the decision to the quarterback.
Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Could take it all the way. Touchdown, Dogs. And the defense joins the scoring party now.
This group is so good. You try to force the ball against this group, they're going to step in front and pick it off. But here's what I really love. Look at all of these guys. All 10 players that don't have the ball. They're looking for blocks, trying to put it in the end zone. That's exactly what they do.
Now they line up to kick the extra point. They convert the PAT, so the lead is now 21. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And the Longhorns offense takes the field. No surprise they're in a hole here. They've given the football away in each of the last two possessions. The pre-snap motion from the offense. Quarterback still with the football. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, this was the plan for this defense. We talked with this coaching staff. They said, we need to contact this quarterback. He needs to feel us, and that's what they're doing here in the first half. If you're on the other side, you got to tell your quarterback to get down or get out of bounds. There's no reason to take these hits in the first half.
Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain. That completion sets up a third down play. Back in motion now. Back to throw. It's Manning. He's got it in the open. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. They bring him down, but the junior quarterback showing off the cannon. They continue to feed their reliable wide receiver. Joe, he told us he came to this program to play for a championship, and he's got his opportunity here.
This has just been such a tremendous fit. You come in here, obviously this program wanted to target the wide receiver position and bring someone in to solidify the outside. Meanwhile, he wanted to come in and compete for a championship, get more opportunities and more targets. All of those things have happened.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. Give it to the back again. They'll try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
Offensively, they've got to find a way to run the football with more efficiency. If they're unable to do so, it will be a long day.
It's 3rd down. Quarterback in the shotgun. Clock near the sticks. It's Coleman. Clutch conversion on 3rd there. Sets him up 1st down from the 31.
I like the decisive decision from the quarterback there. He saw zone defense, got to his completion right away, and moved the chains.
This offense has gotten going at long last. It's another 1st and 10. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Receiver makes the catch. Oh, he's got open space. That's a nice play. It'll set him up 1st down now at the 12.
What an advantage for this offense that they have players that they can dump the ball off to on short completions, and then they can take it yards after the catch and create explosive plays. And here, again, it's about timing, getting the ball out quickly, and then the playmaking ability of these players on the outside.
In the red area, it's Smothers. They'll bring him down, but the game moves the ball to the 9-yard line. Okay, we reached the 2-minute timeout. The offense some work to do here, trying to cut into this lead before halftime. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Manning. It's caught, and he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texas. That was huge. We talked about the importance of this drive. It's been a struggle fighting from behind in this game, but now to cut into the lead before halftime. How important is that, Joel?
So important. That was a vital drive for this group, for their momentum and for their self-belief. And now they can go in at halftime and make some adjustments. You can take the success of that drive and you can build on it and potentially come out and have much more success in the 3rd quarter and 4th quarter.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. So the first play of the drive here coming up, less than 2 minutes left on the clock. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Muscles past the defender. Tackle made after a solid run by the junior.
Well, that is too easy right down the center of that defense. Great job by this offensive line, in particular in the middle of that offensive line. Guard, center, guard. Getting the job done, covering up color, and that's an easy run for a big gain from this back.
1st down, looking to throw the ball. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down.
Really good timing from this secondary. The contact arrives right when the ball arrives, and it's able to dislodge it. Great job from them. Incomplete pass.
Offense lines up for a 2nd down play off the incompletion. Delayed handoff. He's tackled just short of the midfield line at the 49. The Dogs will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. To throw, it's Stockton. Here comes the pressure. Nowhere to go here, and the ball is knocked loose. And the defense comes up with the football. So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. Hand off to the single back. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6.
Well, this is exactly what you need to do on first down is continue to stay on schedule and keep your quarterback out of those long yardage passing situations. The run game is doing a good job, and you got to give the credit to the offensive line. Continue to churn yards on first.
They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. They finally bring him down, but the offense set up now. First down from the 15.
Chris, I can't tell you how vital it is to be on the same page as a quarterback and wide receiver, and part of that is understanding the coverage that you're seeing. When you run these drag routes and you get man coverage, you put your chin into your shoulder and you run through green grass. If you continue to run and that quarterback is on the same page, you can get a big play. This is a nice job of recognizing the coverage and ultimately...
It's caught. He's got room. 4 set of bounds after a nice gain. The offense is knocking on the door with a 1st and goal.
These are the opportunities you just cannot let slip away. You got 1st and goal inside the 5. Chris, this is their chance to punch it in here and really gain some momentum in this game.
It's QB sneak.
It is so rare to see a loss on quarterback sneak. That just tells me that that defensive line absolutely won at the line of scrimmage. Low man wins. They get lower than that center, the guard. They push everybody back right to the chest of the quarterback, and he's got nowhere to go.
Now the Longhorns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They have 2 more to work with before halftime. Looking to score, they'll run it to the right side. And he busts into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns.
That is a massive score for this group. It really creates a different game moving into the 3rd quarter. You create that momentum with the score before half, that locker room just feels different at halftime.
So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. Fielded in the end zone. It's Phillips. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. So not much time left before halftime as they begin this possession here. Can they make something happen? On the run, it's Frazier. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Bulldogs will kick this away to start the 2nd half. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. The passing game was effective in the first half. Let's see if they continue to lean on that as they try to make up the deficit here. And they'll start the 3rd quarter here on the ground. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
Well, Chris, finally they get that run game going. I've been asking them to run better on first down. They finally do, and here, lo and behold, they move the chains. Good job up front. Running back gets loose, and now you got a first down.
Little eye candy here from the offense. Some pre-snap motion. They bring him down, but a solid 9-yard gain sets up a 2nd and short.
Keeping the defense honest with the run game, always important. Plus, this offense is staying on schedule.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Boy, really good job by this defense. Look at him just swarm the ball carrier. He's got nowhere to go. It's just really a no-chance carry for the ball carrier. And a great tackle in the backfield. One
of those critical 3rd down plays coming up. scanning the field. It's Manning. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. Oh, and he's in the clear now. They make the stop, but it's a big gain down to the 29. And the quarterback features the wide receiver has been one of the few bright spots for this offense today. Joe, can he make a play to make up this deficit?
Well, I think he might have to, Chris, because as you suggested, there just isn't much going right for this offense at this point, other than the matchup you've got on the outside. He's creating space. He's been reliable with his hands. That's where you can move the football. You might as well sit right there because that's what's working. Just not quite on the same page. There are some days you get to the park and it's just not working, and this is just an incompletion that I can't explain.
So, second down after the incompletion. Quick pass, the catch is made. And they'll drop him right there for no gain. That's great defense.
You're trying to get the ball out quickly at or near the line of scrimmage, and you're just hoping that you can find a seam and that the defense won't pursue and tackle well in space. But this playmaker on the outside not able to get loose. That's a good job by the defense and no gain for the offense.
So the completion for no gain sets them up with 3rd and 10. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking for the wideout. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. That gain moves the ball to the 17. First down.
That is such an important conversion to keep your offense on the field. They're trying to execute this comeback here in the second half. They need points. They need it in a hurry. That's a good job of moving the chains on 3rd down.
Longhorns lining up here on 1st and 10. The shotgun handoff here. And they'll stop him after a short gain.
Now this defense is in a perfect situation. You're creating an obvious passing situation for the offense, and you can get these pass rushers going. Get them out on the edge, let them get after the quarterback, and create havoc in the backfield.
Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Looking downfield. It's Manning. Quarterback delivers quickly. A receiver on the screen. They stop him after a short gain. It's not a first down.
Well, we knew this offense was going to attack on the edges and on the perimeter. And we knew that the defense would have to tackle in space. They're doing that great on this play, and now the offense is behind the chains.
He'll hand it off. They make the stop at the 5. It'll be 1st and goal from there.
Yeah, Chris, that looked really close, and I love the second effort from this running back, fighting for extra yards and ultimately moving the chains. Didn't look like a lot was there in the run game, and yet he was able to fall forward and get the line to gain for a first down.
Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. The receiver grabs it. Touchdown, Texas. Still no answer for this offense.
That is exactly what the doctor ordered in this situation. Tight ball game, and they drive the length of the field. Great execution from everyone on the offensive side to go all the way down the field and put it in the end zone.
The BAT is up and good, so we're tied up here in the 3rd quarter. We got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
Chris, there are some players that when they have the ball in their hands, they just hate to be tackled. And that's this guy. He's always fighting for extra yardage, and here he's able to get 2, 3, 4, 5 extra yards after contact.
fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. On first down, it's play action. He escapes the pocket. On the move, looking deep down the right side. Got a man. Catch made. Big play. They finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 28.
Well, it's another first down on this series, and they're doing a great job. This quarterback continues to see the defense really well and get the ball out on time. Now, once you're in the scoring area, you just can't take a sack and don't force the ball down the field.
Picks up the first, looking for more. That's a nice play. It'll set him up first down now at the 12.
This is one of those plays that doesn't look like it should be tough to defend, but it always ends up being tough to defend. The linebackers have to get back into their pass sets. If it's sold correctly on the offensive side, it puts a lot of pressure on that second level, and here, they're just not able to react and get back into those run fits.
Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
That's really solid defense, being gap sound here in their defensive front seven. And they're doing a great job against this run game. They knew that that was going to be a point of emphasis here today. They wanted to stop the run first, and they're doing that.
Defense trying to jam these receivers at the line. So that's the end of the third quarter, and this game is still deadlocked. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. And here's the handoff. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
Oh, that's a really good job by the defense. Being gap sound, there's nowhere to go for this running back because of the fundamental football being played on the opposite side. This defense is where they need to be, and then they're making the tackle. Really good job defensively.
Crucial. Third down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? Back to pass. It's Stockton. Looking to the end zone. Oh, and it's intercepted. Terrible mistake late in the game. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
That is just a massive mistake here. You cannot turn the football over in this situation. Tie ball game in the red zone. As a quarterback, Chris, you've got to think touchdown, check down. You can be aggressive, but only if it's there. And then if not, you've got to get the ball to a safe place, like a check down. This is just a terrible mistake.
He's tackled short of the 30, but that's good enough for a first down.
Well, that's as easy as it gets for an offense, just handing the football off. The offensive line doing some work. They have done a great job today running the football. And here on first down, you move the chains. You just continue to get that ball moving down.
Got an opening here as the first down is still going. Powering through the defender. Steps out of bounds, but not before a huge gain on the ground.
This is what they were so concerned about, trying to defend the speed of this running back. You can see how fast he is. He just needs a little bit of space, and once he has it, he is gone. That's a huge run, explosive play, all because he is such a fast player.
He's got it near the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns. And they take the lead here in the fourth quarter.
You dream of these scenarios as a quarterback and as an offense. You're down, you've got to drive the field and put the ball in the end zone, and they're able to do it right here. What a great drive, great execution, and they're able to take the lead.
Automatic in the PAT. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. Back to throw. It's Stockton. Looking for his big tight end. Incomplete. That should have been caught. That's on the receiver.
It really comes down to rhythm, Chris, and right now it just doesn't feel like the quarterback is in rhythm. Listen, it's there. They can complete this ball, but again, just not on the same page.
Now they test the middle of the defense, but get nothing. Play coming up, 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Just a disappointing set of downs right there, but with the clock where it's at, Chris, they can get the ball back. Maybe they're going to punt this ball away and rely on their defense.
Great, check this out, Joel. The offense is going to go for it here on 4th down. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. It's complete. That's enough for a first down. He'll be ruled down there, but a 4th down conversion with plenty to spare. The Bulldogs come to the line on the hurry up.
Well, being down in this game, Chris, they're forced into these opportunities where they have to be.
They'll take a deep shot. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
He's rattled right now. He throws a pick on the last drive, and Chris, he comes out here, and this is the type of series that you want to see that short memory, and you want to see a quarterback get back to his roots and use that offense, and here he throws the ball right back into a precarious situation. That one should have been picked off.
Now it's 2nd down here. They're going to dial up the pressure. Let's see if they bring the house. They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. The offense facing a tough conversion here. 3rd and long from the 42. To throw, it's Stockton. Lets it fly to the wideout. Oh, he dropped it! Can you believe it? A huge gain slips through his hands.
Well, Chris, it wasn't technically a pass breakup, but there was nowhere to go if he even caught that. And in fact, I feel like he was even hearing some of the footsteps. You can kind of understand the drop because the defense was all over.
Needs a completion here on 4th down. Looks to the left for a quick throw. Oh, and they cannot connect. Really needed that completion. Instead, it's a turnover on downs. They're stopped on 4th down. It's a turnover on downs.
You know, these 4th down situations, it usually comes down to execution. And right there, defense is executing, offense is not. Unable to connect. It's incomplete and going the other direction.
Receiver in motion now. Working clock with the ground game. He's got space. Tackle made, but the game moves the ball to the 30. They continue to lean on the running back. He's had a solid game. And when you're ahead on the scoreboard, Joe, you'll love to be able to just turn and hand the ball off to a guy like this.
Well, Chris, this is certainly their DNA as a program. You're going to try to ride those body blows that you had early in this game to more sustained success later in the game. Look for them to continue to lean into this run game. And as we've seen in previous weeks, that's when they really start chewing up the yardage.
Less than 2 minutes from a conference championship. Can they keep the football and secure the win? On 1st down, why not keep it on the ground? Runner finding some space there. That's a solid gain on the ground.
Well, that's exactly what you want to see as an offensive play caller is your guys up front winning the line of scrimmage here late in this game, 4th quarter, and able to run the football on 1st down. That's just beautiful stuff up front.
So 2nd and short here, exactly what you want when you try to run the clock out and secure the victory. Looking for some space. It's Brown. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing. Now the Bulldogs signal for their first timeout. Chance to talk over what they're going to call here on third down. Now the Longhorns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. Strategy session before this third down play. Time winding down. This offense comes to the line trying to bleed out the clock. Can they pick up the first on the ground? They'll stop him short of the marker. 4th down, in field goal range, sitting on the lead. A decision for the coach here. Timeout call. That's going to be the second for Georgia. Just one more left to use now. The kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, I think we were both surprised that they didn't go for this one. But, Chris, how about this kick? Long field goal, he goes out there and just drills it. Beautiful.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Some confusion on the snap count. A false start cost him 5 yards. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. The false start will back him up 5 yards. Now it's 1st and 15. Dropping back. It's Stockton. Looking deep for late game heroics. It's caught inside the 30 and still going. They make the tackle, but it sets the offense up for a 1st and goal from the 10. Timeout taken by Texas. Not ideal. You give up 1st down yardage, then have to burn a timeout. The Dogs will line up now. It's 1st and goal. And he drops back in the gun. Looking to the end zone. Looking for a touchdown, but it's incomplete.
I don't mind the throw there on 1st down, but now you really need some positive yards. You're down here, you've got goal-to-go situation. You don't want to be in 3rd and long where it's an obvious passing situation. You've got to get this ball down inside the 5, maybe even inside the 3 in order to really give yourselves 2 snaps to go for it.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Looking for 6. Oh, and he can't hang on. What an opportunity to score there. Instead, incomplete and 3rd down.
Chris, I always feel like a good tight end is your best friend in this position on the field. You're in the red zone. You've got the matchup that you want with your tight end, but here's the deal. He's got to make that catch. That's a good throw. It's on target. That ball has got to be hauled in.
On 3rd and goal, he's going to try to throw for it. Launching one to the end zone. No, and he dropped it. The would-be touchdown could not come up with the football. Now it's 4th down.
Chris, they can't punt here. They can't guarantee that they get this ball back if they kick it away. So here it is. Here's the game. It's 4th down. Got to convert.
Remember, a field goal here doesn't do much. So on 4th and goal, they're going for the touchdown. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Defense is coming after him. He's got it right near the end zone. Into the end zone for a touchdown. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
This is a ton of trust that this offense and this quarterback specifically has in this wide receiver. If you get him the ball, even on a short play, you feel like he can make a play with his legs and his athleticism, and he's able to do that for a touchdown. That is a big play for this offense and a lot of faith in that skill on the outside.
And the hands team does their job and secures the recovery.
Well, they were clearly prepared for what's going on here on the onside kick. And this is a great job covering this one up, getting the ball, and now setting up their offense with good field position.
And Georgia will call their final timeout here. They can no longer stop the clock with a timeout. There's the snap, and he just takes a knee. Winning a conference championship in a league this strong clearly is one of the preseason goals for this team, and you can tell by the way they're celebrating. But, Joel, now we're going to wait and see what their path to a national championship, the ultimate goal, is going to be.
Well, like you said, the strength of winning a championship in this conference is not going to be lost on that committee. I wouldn't be surprised if this team does garner a bye, and then it's about retaining momentum, as we've seen throughout the history of this playoff. How well can you execute after a long layoff? I think that's going to be the challenge for this group.
That'll wrap up our coverage of this conference championship game. Next stop, the college football playoff. For Joel Klatt and Holly Rowe, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.